don't let me die in the process.
Let's try.
Damn it! Maybe the next time you go live, I should just hit home gang.
Maybe. Hello, everybody. We're just about got this guy. We can hold out.
Yeah, this is far more under control than our last couple of attempts. Stopped giving us things to intercept. That is certainly helping. Okay, there we go. Have a few. Yeah, that just does an amazing amount of damage.
I'm holding it for dear life here.
Okay. You do that. Hi, Urka. Hi, FK.
We finally beat this bastard too, man. Oh my gosh. I will have to say, I hate to say this, Ladonia,
Yeah?
but I think you couldn't have kept up with that healing.
No, probably not.
Because I was pulling some deep tricks there.
Yeah. Now, if I was to do it, I would
Ticklish
be doing it
bottoms!
as White Mage, which we are. Ah. Go Puggle.
Puggle, puggle.
Pugly Pug.
And I am still not 70. Boom.
Hell, neither am I, but I am 3/4 of the way there now.
But man, a lot of things bound. How has everyone been today?
Okay, casting ring.
The only healer item I got was an earring.
And that was the pity drop.
And that was the pity drop.
That is a pity.
Okay, that is red range.
I have some chakrams.
You go here. And you can put my army chest to be turned into seals later.
Choke.
You go here. You go here.
Ooh, I need to repair those earrings.
Yeah, I need to do some repair too. I hope your day has been well.
However, turn around for a moment.
Huh?
Turn around. Okay. There.
Okay.
That was the pity drop.
Nice. You got a new tanking chest. It's a nice looking one too. Wow.
Yeah, though I think I like the old one a little bit better, and of course there's the entire Ifrit suit.
Mm-hmm.
Which just kind of wins. Okay, where's our mender? Great, independent mender. Anything else needed? Yeah, for some reason, a lot of my healing gear needs repair too.
Gee, I wonder why. I will be right back. I am getting a drink.
You deserve one, and I'll be getting one in a moment too. Back to Dragoon for questing. Hi, Doodles. What's the name on that last boss? Yeah, I just remember the name of his arms. Ketu and Rahu. Well, there's water. Yeah.
It's behind the jam.
Is that one? It's this one. Which has been lying on its side for the last month.
Are you sure it's not frozen?
No.
The problem.
So you want a couple chat, highlight, or what are we able to? There you go, stick crack. Perfect.
Back when Maya still existed, it's an intergraph recruiting system, and in this way, from
That's perfect. You go sit down and host.
okay, down and host.
Get out, you guys here. Should have been thinking green.
No, Baron's already tootled off to bed, as is his wont. He was very sad to hear that Theron and Rylea did not make it past 97. He was really rooting for us. We were so close, too. I know we can do this one. It just feels right, but we're just...
That one was so close.
Just need this little more.
I thought we were gonna make it.
Yeah, I thought we were, too. But alas, alack.
And like I said, if either one of us had not been clipped by 2 separate AoEs, yeah. We could have made the rest of the encounter.
Yeah.
Okay, this might be a little overly raspberried. Though I think these glasses do actually have a smaller volume, just slightly.
So tonight, we're back on MSQ. And Lus?
Okay. Be very careful.
I think I
over raspberried it.
I'll live.
But I know how much to fill it for the regular glasses. Those have a different shape.
Yeah, well.
No, you were probably hearing me in the background, Orca.
Now you get to entertain. I will be right back.
Oh noes! But, why for you abandon me? Come back, I need your heals. Oh wait, you're punching. Never mind, I do not need your punching. I do not want a good Hawaiian punch. Okay. But yeah, it's been a somewhat pleasant and lazy day here, which is a good thing for a Sunday. Oh, I did not see you there. Hi, Drago. Glad you could make it. Tonight is actually going to be main story. We are out of side quests, so that probably won't last long. As I seem to remember, we have a whole bunch of side quests coming at us, so we'll have a couple of quests before we hit any of it. And, ooh, I see someone is very close to 70 monk. Yeah, I believe it, Orca. I've seen the weather map. It is not a pretty thing. Oh, let's see. I've been buying way too many books. Amazon keeps telling me about all the great deals on books I already told them I want, so... Thanks! Love you too. Uh-oh. I could hear you said something. Gaming went well this week. Oh, yeah. That is one thing, is we had, I think, a full 8 on again this afternoon, and we did some fate running, or not fate running, raid running. There we go. And Raylia and Theron are nearly ready to turn in the latest round of Wondrous Tales. We'll be doing that tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is patch day. The patch, everything will go offline at 11 p.m. Pacific, so we'll still have a stream for FF14 tomorrow, but we will have a hard stop at 11. And that should be, yeah, 755, which will get us the last of the various extra features like Hildebrand in. So once we get past Walkies on Wednesday, we'll have a bunch of new content to start exploring. Boy, Rena is really nursing that mold punch. I didn't think there's that many sips in the cup. Various end-of-month things going on. I am getting ready for the next monthly publication from Foxden, which is Campaign special issue number 1. Not labeled as such, but the second one was. Which was actually salvaging an older project from another company that went out of business. Offered my dad some of their materials, and he said, yeah, this is actually an interesting project. I want to publish this.
Sorry about that. I tried to say that I was sorry and that I'd be there a bit.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you said, but yeah. But yeah, basically a bunch of essays from game designers of the day about, designing games. How they go about it, and the sorts of things they think about. And some of them are even still alive 50 years later.
Amazing. Hey,
Yes.
Elise, you ready to do this?
Maybe about a third of them.
Yeah, time catches up with us all.
Yeah. One of them is Luzaki, and of course he passed away like 2 months ago. Upon the Great Loch's shore, Lise is feeling relaxed and refreshed.
Now that Alice's settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though, actually, maybe you and Alphino should go ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. Time to collect an Alphino. Put him in our back pockets.
That sounds uncomfortable.
I don't know, he's small enough, he might fit.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be very comfortable. Alice?
Sorry. I clicked on Alphino.
I should have been there with you into the end. If only I hadn't been so reckless. Yeah, Alice, reckless is what you are. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? Fisticuffs. A spurring match on the Destroyer's very poem. I would have liked to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough. I'm ready to depart when you are. Excuse me.
You two take care. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Oh, that leaves things pretty wide open.
Yeah, I know.
And you had better not rise from that bed until you're given express permission to do so. Ryanje will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way. And then he goes off without us.
Of course, because that's how Alfie rolls.
I thought we were leading the way. Hi, Eorzea.
Quay quay!
So, you want to accompany us into a dungeon, Eorzea?
Quay!
Oh, okay.
She says she wouldn't fit through the doorway.
Some of them have big doors. Some.
So I posted a short of us doing the jumping puzzle on the Regala.
Yes.
And I actually got comments on that. I'm so happy.
Where did you publish it to?
YouTube. They were in Sweet Shop.
Oh, okay. Okay, just that. I thought you meant like on one of the reactions on one of the FF14 servers you're on.
Nah.
Has anybody actually made comments?
Someone actually asked, where is this? Why can't you just fly to the Vista? I'm like, it's Rogger's Reach, no flying allowed. But vehicles are yes.
Yeah. One of the few places where you can be on a mount but can't fly. fact, they allow that in Idleshire too, right?
Yes.
So it was a feature of secondary cities that they stopped doing.
Well, here's the
Because you
thing
can't do
about
it in Yulmore.
Idleshire is that originally Idleshire, the players actually built that out.
Right.
I'm wondering if they were planning on doing that with Rauger's Reach and then pulled it later.
Maybe.
Hello, Pippin.
You were returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that Castrum Abania is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Kryl, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rauger's Beacon.
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
An Alamegan folk dress. How very fitting. And well-fitting, I might add.
I wanted to do something for Yida. And myself.
This is it. The last push. We're coming, Kryl.
Are we ready?
Of course we are. Locks.
I remember my father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Abania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, You know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Rhalga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more.
Well then.
First up, touchy touchy.
Right.
Touchy touchy. Oh, hey Ardvold! What you doing here?
The battle of Castro Mabani was brutal. But the one for Alamigo will be unlike any we've ever known.
But Mattia?
The end is in sight. It's been a long time coming.
You did visit your sister, right, Jamovda? A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open. Heaven weeps. No, you didn't. Monago! Most of the Alamegans are in the residential districts are armed. So I doubt we'll have to deal with many Imperial sympathizers. Cotter built these walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters. And now our people's freedom rests on tearing them down.
The stage is set, and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were here with us here today? Congrats!
Yay! You know what this means?
No more punching things.
This means we can spend the entire next 2 nights doing Pugilist quests!
Ooh. And I have a 70 to do at some point too. Black Mage.
Yeah, well,
We can trade off.
there's side quests, or do we want to start doing class quests?
Let's try and clear out the first round of side quests. We have other 70s to get. So switch to something that, yeah.
Oh, Dentuo.
Send in the armor. Serpent Captain Dantenuel needs an adventure of particular experience. Lieutenant Frith, how fortunate to meet heroes of your standing in these trying times. Will you be staying long? If so, I would beg your assistance with a certain matter. A matter which you, as a veteran of conflict with the Empire, would be uniquely suited to resolve. Allow me to explain. Our scouts have been attempting to secure the plateaus to the northeast, but were forced to withdraw when they encountered several units of hostile war machina. A parting gift from the Imperial Army, I assume. It would seem these unmanned contraptions were commanded to greet any who stray too close to certain key positions with lethal force. In any case, our scouts have set up a post nearby to keep the machina under observation. Now, I have it on good authority that you've amassed considerable experience in dealing with such foes. If you've the time to spare, the Flame Officer at the observation post would be most grateful to have your destructive expertise at his disposal. Ooh, destructive expertise.
We can blow things up?
Weekend has explosions. A fletching suggestion. Supriya appears enchanted by the idea of pheasant feathers.
You are striders who slew Sri Lakshmi. Would you hear my humble request? I have heard tales of cloudkin known as pheasants, and desire to claim some of its feathers. Alas, I am ordered to hold this position, and so I shall. My sisters who patrol the mountain passes speak of beautiful winged creatures soaring through the air above their route. Perhaps the feathers I seek might be found here and there. Please, Strider, venture to this high place your people call the Royal Hunting Grounds, and gather all the pheasant feathers you can find.
Okay.
And
like
there are
a,
2 blues. I don't know if we want to do those separately or not.
Probably only one of them will be an actual chain, so let's go ahead and take both. And then we'll just turn in the entire first round all together and see what our chain is.
The luck is a big place.
Yes. Yes, it is.
First off, we shall talk to the Chocobo Keep.
That sounds good.
Hello, Miss Keep. Or Mr. Keep, sorry. Yes,
Did I interest
yes.
you in a Chocobo Porter?
No, we're just putting our name on the register. Thank you. Hey, Bertha.
Betha. No R. A right to rest. Betha seeks aid in quieting the dead.
Ah, adventurers. I need your aid in saving the souls of the dead. Pray, excuse me. That sounded more dramatic than I intended. My name is Betha, by the way. You have probably heard on how the Empire took great pains to quash the religions of this land, for fear of the appearance of primals. But the Imperials went so far as to forbid the harmless ceremonies of folk performed in honors of their fallen. As a result, the locks are now haunted by hosts of restless shades who were denied their last rites. And sadly, brute force is the only way to banish them. I spent such spare time as I have sending these spirits on to the next world, but there's only so much one woman can do. Any aid you can offer would be greatly appreciated. You will find many unquiet spectre roaming the tombs to the northeast. Pray send them on to their final rest. Hello, Munifred. What you got for us?
It's a zoo out there. Munifred seeks a seasoned adventurer for an important task. Lieutenant Freth, you are well known for your deeds as a soldier. On this day, however, I would call upon your broad experiences as adventurers. As for the situation at hand, it would seem that part of our patrol route has been claimed as territory by a fearsome zoo nestling. Yet we cannot simply choose to circumvent the area, lest we risk providing an unobserved entry point for Imperial scouts. My men and I will gladly go toe-to-toe with any military opponent, but nothing in our training has prepared us to combat a foe which can soar through the ravines and swoop down upon us with impunity.
So you're saying you've never had to deal with a dragoon?
Nope. My comrade here almost lost his arm to such an attack, and I fear it is only a matter of time ere the creature makes a kill, unless you kill it first. The nestling surveys its domain from a narrow pillar of rock to the northeast. Pray find this predator and end the threat to our patrols. Both of those are giving us, whatchamacallums?
Thingamabobbers?
Aether currents. Speaking of which, what's our closest aether current?
Yalm's to the southeast, so off that way. We're going this way,
Close enough, but yeah, everything has been going northeast, so maybe the next round.
because you know there will be a next round.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Of course, we're in the area where they've actually moved all the aether currents to be on MSQ points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm still getting used to. I understand why they did it.
It's still disappointing. Don't look now, but there's a Kellock after us.
Well, that seems to be his problem.
These are definitely ruins up here.
Yeah, one thing about the locks, especially on foot, it's enough of a maze, it's easy to get lost. And there are many times you can't get from there from here.
Of course, we might want to consider the occasional fate. Okay, then.
I'm kind of steering off of memory here.
Well, you have a good memory for someone who's never been here before.
Wait for it, he should go away, he should go away, he should go away! Why is he not going away?
Oh no! No, he is not going away.
He's making himself a bloody nuisance.
There, now he's gone away.
Okay, one down.
Actually, no, this was one up. Very, very up.
You can get a good view of the locks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Everything just turned on because we just hit 6 p.m. Did you catch the beacon?
There's a lot of beacons.
There's a really big one kind of near us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
I more or less saw that turn on when the sun set.
Look out, leashes!
Yeah. There's lots of leeches.
If I remember right, there was a vista up here. I could be wrong, though.
It sounds Yep, there it is. It seemed a logical place, and it did seem familiar.
No, it wants a different one.
Pray. Now they tell us. 19. The Divine Audience. A magnificent altar fashioned in the form of a stairway extending high above Loch Seld, at the top of which worshippers may come face to face with a statue of the Destroyer. Formerly a place of piety, it earned a bloody reputation when the mad King Theodoric took to using it as an execution site.
Joy! Yep, and there's what's left of the statue there.
Right. He has a lot to answer for.
Yeah, he was not a good guy.
No.
And the poor Alamegans
Inadvertently opened the
traded
door
him
to
for the
Garlands.
Garlands.
Yeah.
And this is all Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
The fish you fish out of here are,
Special.
unique.
Right.
Because they're all basically salt-encrusted monstrosities.
Oh, God.
The fact that that lake could even support fish life is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a Machina. Lieutenant Frith, Captain Dantonel sent word that reinforcements are on the way. I did not expect. As you can see, we've managed to capture some of the enemy's Magitech armor. After a bit of practice, we intended to employ them in the destruction of those entrenched war machina. I am, however, more than glad to surrender the role of pilot to one of your indisputable qualifications. Shall we review the targets? The enemy war machina are concentrated in 3 separate positions, and the mission requires that all hostile forces be eliminated. I'll mark the locations on your map. Here, here, and here. The armor is yours to command. Good luck, lieutenants. Woohoo!
And these ones work.
Maggie writes again.
See. Yep, we want to go this way.
They don't give the proper mount music.
No.
Here's Terra's theme. Me.
Did you make friend?
No.
Did we go the wrong way? Yeah, we went the wrong way. Dang it!
I'm just following you. I thought you knew where you were going.
I thought I knew where I was going to. Ah, there's where we need to go.
Huh. Yep, send in the armor. Would not do to walk into the wrong purple circle. Ah. Just does not want to hit him.
You have to target them.
They were targeted,
Oh, jeez.
and it wasn't doing anything.
Where's Maggie when you need her?
I know. Oh, come on. Yeah, it just doesn't do damage or anything. Only the thunder. There. Okay. Didn't we go through here?
Yes.
Okay.
I got ahead of myself.
Because I recognize that unfriendly Minotaur.
Get balled up so we can kill you all at once.
Maybe that one. That one did damage.
Yeah, these are targeting
Yeah.
these bits through beams.
You have to aim them in the right direction, and they don't always want to hit properly, but...
Yeah, it's wanting to
I
like
finally
shoot
got it.
over them.
Mm,
There we go. I had to get practically in its face.
Yeah.
That's mean.
I want Maggie back. Nope. That did it. Okay. Nope.
My friends, you can't have.
You can keep them.
Suddenly I hear Vlyos in my head. They let me milk a Minotaur!
God. Yes. Is there any word on the next season?
Only that it's being worked on.
Okay. That was incredible. We could see the blasts of light from here. That is to say, fine work there, Lieutenants. It was an honor to see you in action, ma'am. We'll be packing up and heading back to base soon, but I'd appreciate it if you could make an advance report to Captain D'Antuono.
Can do.
Oh, hold on. This calls for something else.
Huh? What? Hi, Maggie!
Come on. The real stompy boots.
Yes. Oh, we were talking about Delicious in Dungeon. Oh no! He threw a boot at me!
Yeah, the weapons are a lot different on that other one. They're giving you the boot. What's the Edge Runner? Oh, right, the Cyberpunk. Which, for me, definitely had some of the same problems as, like, Primal.
Oh?
Edge runners. Well done, but really not my thing. Edge runners more than primal. Though primal is also much better done.
It's cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's usually not your thing, so...
Nope.
Primal is being very good and entertaining and very metal.
Yeah, which is, yeah. It's exceedingly well done, and I certainly recommend it, but yeah, not my kind of thing. And that's all we need to do, but there are more specters. Come on. You know you want a piece of them.
Fine.
We're told to lay specters to rest. He counts. Now these are catacombs.
Of course, we could just ride on through.
Right on through to the other side. I know you've mentioned the series before. That's all I know right there.
Yeah, I've not been... The only anime I'm watching this season at the moment is... Kudugar, yeah. I just have not had the time or gumption for anything else at the moment. But then again, I'm having a serious time just focusing.
Wow.
Focusing and
Right.
getting
Pheasant
things
feathers.
done in life.
Get some pleasant pheasant feathers.
That's what.
That is not pleasant. Well, at least it didn't get a chance to do its stone-wide AoE.
Yep.
I'm onto them. Okay, that's 3.
If I remember
Do you
right,
have any pheasant memories of this quest?
only that the last one was really annoying to find.
Right.
And I want to say it's somewhere around the ruins.
Which we kind of... Nope, nope, there it is. Over here.
Told you it was annoying to find.
Well, you were certainly right about it being in the ruins. Okay. Eorzea, work us the heck out of here.
Work, work! See? There'd be a big bonfire!
Mm-hmm.
Nope, nope. Not gonna slide down there while these guys are attacking me.
No. It could end poorly. So we're just gonna stop them from attacking. I got it. Wait for health to hit full.
Okay, it is from the
Sure
other
about
side.
this?
Now, it used to be there was like an air current or vista out on this bridge.
Hmm.
It was like right here.
Thud. You go, Thud.
I go thud. Okay, we're back. We exploded things with stompy boots.
Lieutenant Freth, no need for the details. Your presence here alone is sufficient proof that the mission went as planned. Your cooperation was a most welcome development. If only we had more soldiers with your experience. Simply clearing away these war machina has given us no end of trouble, and we have no way of knowing how many of the things yet remain. But such is the reality of war. Winning battles is merely the first step. It is the mopping up of problems in the aftermath that can prove the most difficult challenge. Thank you again for your aid, Lieutenant Frith.
No problem. Did you find the feathers I sought? 4 of them, in fact. I hope you find them
Pheasant
pleasant.
feathers. The resilient yet supple feather of a pheasant.
Yes, they are more beautiful than I imagined. The resistance fighters I spoke with say hunting grounds were maintained for pleasure of the Alamegan royal family. They say pheasants were sent as a gift from nobles of other lands and are allowed to breed for the purposes of hunting stock. Pheasant feathers, being resilient yet supple, were prized as fletchings and used to make arrows of the highest quality. As such, it seems they were hunted in such an extent that the once prolific creatures became a rarity. I do not care to kill when it is not needful, but if the feathers have already fallen, I see no reason to waste them. Thank you, Slayer of Sri Lakshmi. I shall soon have new arrows for my bow. You are most welcome. Speaking of which, how are our companions doing? Mine is most of the way through 14.
Yeah, I meant to check that earlier. Maybe 3/4.
You don't need to call Marshmallow.
Oh. Thank you. I forgot there was a glacial green shortage.
Oh, noes! Whatever
Yes.
will our bows do? They must needs their glacial greens.
Yes.
Hey, Betha. Your efforts will be felt, adventurers. When this land is yet under the yoke of the Empire, my own father lost his life in the fight for freedom. Although our conquerors permit me to bury him with a gravestone, they would not allow me to perform his final rites, as is the teaching of the Fist of Raugurs demanded. It was later that I heard how a ghostly apparition was seen floating near his grave. I should have performed the ceremony, and the Empire's laws be damned. I should have had more courage. But I also was afraid to die. Ashamed at the cowardice I showed then, I began seeking out other shades and specters to put them to rest. It is a seemingly unending path, and I thank you for ever walking even a few steps along the way beside me. Yay! Moonafraid?
The nestling is slain, then. I knew I had chosen the right woman for the job. I'm grateful you came along before any lives were lost to that monstrous bird. You have our thanks.
I am too, FK, but I'm also
sequels.
apprehensive. Because I do not know how the new combat system's gonna play out.
It'll certainly be interesting to try it and see if they make any noticeable changes, say, in 8.1 or 8.2 as they get feedback.
We shall see. I mean, the combat system will come out before 8.0. They usually let that
right.
roll out as part of, like, 5.6, 5.7. We shall see.
The key to victory. Alphino remains concerned for his dear friend. our other accomplishments, Kryle remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I, could have done more. Though we know now that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me.
Thancred!
Thancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with mine own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? My methods to imbue Gurlians with the power to manipulate Aether, in pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I am sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What?
Calm down, Alphino. We already have been tasked with securing the Alamegan quarter. This gives us a reason to do it faster.
I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised.
I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men. He had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself.
It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad of it.
Alagana, am I right?
Whisker's the name. I was raised in the Peaks, but my mum grew up in the city. Any road. I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan quarter by way of Loch Cell.
What? How?
It was a story my mum told us which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? How they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt.
They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which means that there must be an underground tunnel or something.
Aye, that's it. But it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see? Apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At that time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the Sultry. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous.
Don't you worry about that. We're used to dangerous. Nago, Arnveld, will assemble a squad with the rest of us and go get that key.
Okay then, it is going to be dangerous.
Thancred?
Had I judged it possible to rescue her myself, I would have. But there were too many guards, too many ways it could have ended badly. I knew at once I would need your help. Hold on, Kryle. We're coming. Marshmallow agrees.
Miskar?
Nago? Fine. We couldn't have had more than a few days training when the Imperials attacked the Reach, but I've seen this in my share of combat since. I may be no hero like you, but I can hold my own against Imperial regulars. You'll see.
Mifrid told me about your time in Allegana. How a certain someone gave you a piece of his mind when you first met. Try not to hold it against him.
Not a chance. No
Let-
holding to be done.
Let's not waste any more time then, shall we?
My mom said Granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then, well...
Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Rena? Ladonia? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. Let's go!
Key to victory. Sultry's not far. Follow me.
Goblins! Sorry, Soblins!
Yes.
For finally noticing the Soblin beating up on Alphino.
Yeah. We're here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? Where do the Alliance's advances surely reach their ears? Mayhap they sought refuge elsewhere? You should search the buildings for clues. Flame pot.
The barrel appears to have recently been filled with fish and packed in salt. Someone was hard at work at less than a week ago.
The pot is filled to the brim with salt from the locks.
Up the stairs. Pile the lumber.
The lumber appears to have lain undisturbed for some time.
Down the stairs and into the little fallen over rubble hut. Fallen masonry.
Fallen masonry. The crumbling masonry appears to have lain undisturbed for some time.
Okay, where is the
Speak
thing?
with Fleece.
Ah,
Or is that for once we get out of here? I think that's for once we're out of here. Meh.
so what are we missing?
No.
Where are you, tantalizing sparklies of unknown origin?
Back to the building with the masonry.
Uh-huh.
On the outside in the far wall. queer device. Ah! The Magitech device suddenly springs to life, flashing brightly and emitting a shrill sound. It's a trap! Alright, which one of you triggered the obvious trap?
Yeah, that would
Trigger,
be me.
Magitech drones approaching. Mayhap half a dozen. Dunya, Rena, keep Whisker alive. 7 hells, I could do with some help here! Where is he? Really? I thought I got you.
Are we done? No, we're not done yet.
No. Colossus. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, looking for clues to the whereabouts of our erstwhile water merchant and his key.
Header diary.
Yeah. In the wake of the ambush, you find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in Sally Monastery. Sally Monastery? That's to the south. I'll lead the way. Not after that ambush, you won't. It's too dangerous. Ladonia, Rena will follow you. Keep your eyes peeled for more Magitech. Okay, off to this side is the south. Yeah, I see more Magitech. I spy with my little eye something beginning with M.
Can we bypass it?
Why would you do
No,
that?
it doesn't look like it can. They barred that.
Need the yet. More Magitech. It must be the right direction. Ooh. That was knockback. Through this gap. Oh yeah, there's more Magitech.
I think you're slightly ahead of me.
Yeah, I am. I'm at the dock. Ow. I suppose we should be near this guy. That is a very bright blue frog, though.
He is blue with abandon.
Yes. Probably the gateway. Oh yeah, more Magitech. The monastery is just past that gate. Keep going.
Yeah,
About what I figured.
You're definitely ahead of me. You're in Dragoon, right?
Not by much. Because I saw you were at the dock, and this is kind of the next thing after that. We're actually at about the same place. Further south? Yeah, okay, it's on the map, so further south. There's a second gate. And the Abaddon. And more vanguards. There is something up there. Something tall, dark, and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. Gods damn it, I don't think there's a way around. We'll just have to go through them. Look, I think those two devices are shield generators. We'll keep the machine occupied. Ladonia, be a darling and destroy the generators before it rips my head off. This is feeling familiar. Ooh, that's a lot of vulnerability.
I am comfy!
Yes!
I have 5 stacks of comfy.
7.
Woo! He won't be getting up after that. Let's find our man.
Perfect timing. Destination. Another map ping. This is it. This is the monastery. I have to be around here somewhere. Wait. What? What? It's me, Whiskar, your grandson. Whiskar? By Ralder, is that really you? Ah, it's good to see you alive and well, lad. But who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad. My comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Heh. Daft sods never caught me, neither. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will. I swear. Relger is my witness. Hi.
Hello. Now, before we go anywhere,
Here often.
yeah.
Oh, that was close. Oh, yeah. Now that's a touchy. And there's a view.
Yep. Desolate beauty. Alfie?
We should go. Arnvold and the others are waiting.
What?
If I were 10 years younger, but I'm not. Look after my grandson. I'll make him proud. I'll make them all proud. The revolutionary spirit runs in the family, I see.
I was worried he wasn't at the Saltery, but we found him in the end. Now that we've got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. Woohoo!
Next week. Is next week good for you?
Yeah. Come on.
Hi, Eorzea.
Quay, quay, quay. Quay, quay, quay.
Well, I will say that this section has left a very positive experience. I lost track of the time.
That's a good sign.
Yes! I was very surprised to look over and realize it was after 11.
The Perkins. What an area name.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're gonna make a
this is a
slight
big
detour.
Okay. Ah,
Since we're kind of moving out of the area.
maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Touchy touchy!
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cat dude!
Hey there. And the next closest is 643 East.
Yeah, it's going to be a while for that one.
Probably around the White Isle, or at least between here and there. Maybe in the Ruiner.
Yeah, we've got 2 of the 4 on foot, and 2 of the 5
2 of the
quests.
5 quests. And of course there should be another 2 blue quests as we go through, and of course as we start wrapping up we'll get the final 1 by quest. And this is a
Ooh, that was a breakup.
Restful, but okay. Oh, wow, yeah.
Well, trying to
You
remember.
suddenly shifted quite a bit.
Not really.
These crates may have to do.
Comfy.
Take the infirmary beds.
No one's here yet, so we're testing the linens. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that right, Unicult? He's a precious baby. That's right, you are. With that said, it's time and past time to call it a night. Tomorrow night,
Yes.
we'll be back on Theron and Rylea for who knows what. Do keep in mind, we will be cutting it very tightly close to off at 11, because that's when patch day hits.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Patch day. It's gonna be patch day.
yes. Thank you all very much for coming along this evening. With that said, you all be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we hope to see you here tomorrow night starting at 9:30 Pacific for us putzing around on our mains.
Yes. Everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here tomorrow at 9:30 Pacific.
Good night, all.